Billy was worried, written and illustrated by Ray Cockram. Billy was worried. Things had been a bit upside down recently. You see, Billy liked going to the park and seeing his friends. He liked visiting his nan. But most of all, Billy liked going to school. But then one day Billy was told that his school would have to close. Nobody knew when it would open again. And that wasn't the only thing to change either. Billy and Mom had to stay in their flat. They could only go out for an hour every day, and when they did do go out, they had to keep away from other people. Billy wasn't even allowed to play on the swings in the park. He wasn't able to see his friends or his nan, and he had never ever washed his hands so much before, and never ever for 20 seconds. The Prime Minister came on the TV and told everyone that they had to keep safe, and that's what they did for weeks and weeks and weeks. Billy missed his nan and he missed his friends too, but he felt safe at home with his mom. Then one day the Prime Minister went back on the TV and said that Billy could go back to school in September. Billy was so excited that he jumped for joy. But then he stopped and felt a feeling. A wriggly, squiggly feeling in his tummy and in his toes. Billy had a really long thing. What was this feeling? And that was when Billy realized he was worried. I don't want to go back, he told his mom. Everything will be okay, said Mom. But Billy thought she looked worried too. Billy worried all summer long. He worried on the rainy days. He worried on the sunny days. He worried on his video call with Nan. Everything will be okay, Nan said. Miss you, said Billy. On the first day of school, Billy got up and had his breakfast. Then he brushed his teeth and put on his uniform. Then he washed his hands for ages and ages and ages. Mom took his very clean hand and they walked to school. I won't know what to do, Billy thought. But when he got to the gates, there was Mr. Tall in a bright yellow jacket. Good morning, Billy, said Mr. Tall. This way, and he opened the gate and showed Billy into the playground. But I won't know where to go next, thought Billy. Good morning, Billy. This way, said Mrs. Shropshire, who was waiting at the door. Follow the signs into the school, she said with a big smile. But I don't know where my class is, thought Billy. Good morning, Billy, said Mrs. Crocker. She showed Billy where to wash his hands and showed him to his new class. Everything was so clean and new. Billy had his own chair and his own desk with his own equipment. Billy's new teacher, Mr. Long, sat everyone down and then told them all about school. Some things are different and some are the same, he said. So we won't share equipment and we won't share space, but he told everyone we will share smiles and laughter, stories and song. And we will share learning and adventure and fun and games. So let's get started. Billy opened up his new equipment bag and got out his pen. Billy worked really hard. He wrote in his books, he played with his friends, and he washed his hands a lot. Billy felt safe and happy. At home time, he met his mom at the gate. Was everything okay? asked Mom. Billy smiled. Yes, Mom, he said, and he realized that he wasn't worried anymore. The end.